Right now as an artist, I guess I'd primarily call myself a filmmaker. I have a big focus in music. I love to direct a lot of music videos. I'd like to go into music documentary and then direct fictional films, musicals, dramas would be what I'd like to do. My mental approach to a creative idea, it definitely depends on the context of the project. If I'm working with a musician, it's great because I get to go dive deep into their song. I'll say, usually you'll send me your song and I'll say, right, here's what I think it looks like. What does that mean to you? And we'll kind of marry our kind of ideas and thoughts together and come up with this concept. So yeah, definitely, just write it down and don't think about it. Like, think about it obviously, but don't keep it in there. I guess actually working, and I think that's the thing with young artists as well, like I'm guilty of it, like I'll talk about an idea forever and not make it. It's easy to make it in a sense if you write everything down and get everything going and give yourself dates. You're like, right, 3rd of September, second draft has to be done, and just making time for it. The thing is, I think with the arts as well, there's no direct path. So yeah, going to like film school or music school can be amazing. You know, some people just get signed on SoundCloud when they're 13. There's loads of different routes. I don't think there's a right route, and I don't think, the one thing I've come to terms with, there's no making it. Like, I used to be obsessed with this idea of making it, whatever that means. Matt Damon talks a lot about it with Good Will Hunting. He's like, I'm so happy I won an Oscar at 25 because I would have put my whole life's value on that. And not forgetting your happiness as well. That's something I think we have to be conscious of. So it's about getting closer and closer. Every project, everything, as I said at the start, once you're getting better and better each time. And sometimes things are going to be bad, and just like roll with that and be like, right, that's crap, or like, that didn't work, and just take an education from it. And instead of giving up, just implementing that into the next project you do. I think that's so important. And yeah, the self-doubt and the critical talk to yourself, like, there's so much self-doubt, like, and it's such a, I've never done drugs, but I compare it to maybe what I imagine being addicted to drugs. It's like, okay, you made this thing and you're on set and you're on this creative buzz and you like love it and it's the best thing ever. And then the next day, you know, you have a day off or whatever, you're not doing the thing you want to do and like you miss it. And it's kind of balancing the extreme high and low of when you're fully in it. Like you go into a complete flow state. Like when I'm directing or cinematography or on something, like that's it. Like that's my brain. There's no phone, there's no nothing. I don't care about food. We were talking about this, like once you do a couple of things, you get into that flow state and you get more comfortable. So yeah, and yeah, your happiness, and that's something I'm trying to work on, not putting my happiness and my value of myself as a human being on what MP4 file I make. And I think that's a hard thing as an artist, because it's you know what I mean? If you're writing a song, if you write a script, that's vulnerable. And if it's terrible, you might view yourself as terrible. Do you know what I mean? So I think having a fine line between, like, you have to be critical though. You can't, it's always a red flag for me when someone's saying, you know, that's flawless, or if you kind of have a creative debate. If say I'm producing your project and I'm just like, oh, that looks bad, that shot. It's not a personal attack on you. Or maybe you can justify, we can have a debate and you say, oh, it's here for a reason, and then I, you know, understand. Just Drumcondra, my Dublin 9. My area play a part of my creative self. Yeah, no, it definitely influenced me, and I love to shoot here. Like I had a film, Brother, just premiered in Toronto, and we shot it up in my friend's house, like in Drumcondra, and that was nice. You know, I love the south side as well. But yeah, I love to kind of capture the people and the characters, even the people that you don't talk to. I like Drumcondra very much. It's my home. It's like my family all lived here. My parents lived here as kids. I like the sea a bit, so like I feel like if I'm fortunate enough in this time, in 10 years or 5 years or whatever, whenever housing is going to be possible to buy for young people, young people in the arts, I'd probably like to live on the south side or somewhere near water. 2 years' time as an artist, I see myself hopefully directing maybe higher budget music videos. I'd love to have an opportunity to get a project like a documentary or a short film funded by the Irish Film Board. That'd be, you know, amazing. And I'd love to shadow one of the greats in terms of music video directing scene. I just think, like, I love all aspects of filmmaking, but even in this conversation, I just think I have such a love for music and performing that, like, music documentary, music filmmaking, music and film, for me, they're so married together, like, in this beautiful way. You know, like visual albums like Lemonade by Beyonce, that sort of stuff, like definitely artistic visualizations of music. I think, yeah, so I'd love to shadow, you know, one of the great music video directors. That'd be something I'd really love to do.